tell you the truth, I would probably rate it at an 8 or a 9. There's always room for improvement. Obviously, we did really well. We had a brand new team, and we did win the championship. But there are a few parts in the season where I think our team can grow. We can grow obviously in our spares department. We can grow in our collaboration and how we work together in different segments and aspects of the car. So although I would like to give it a 10, and it looked like a 10 season because we won the championship and had a couple wins, I truly believe we can always keep learning and add to that. Yeah, I think so, and I'm kind of past the point where, I know it's happened, and it's really tough for me to, have it hold me back, because I think of it as everyone, last year we made a huge step forward, and everyone else this year is making that huge step in order to stay ahead of the game. We're really trying to do research and really build our program to hopefully stay, where we are compared to the rest. Try to stay ahead of the game. Obviously there's little things here and there. 100 little things, can make something really big. It was really neat. I got a chance to be on the Joe Morado radio show yesterday with Dean Hogue. And his accomplishments in the class are great. And like he said, everything little that you can find will add to the success. But just as a general idea, a suspension package, we've changed, we've tested, we've looked at motor research and done a few things here and there. We have the new heads on our car, so we're going to try the new heads for the small block supers, and a few different body things. I think we have a lot to gain with aero stuff, and without making them look too ridiculous and extravagant, I think there's a lot to gain. And I always have to take a step back, because I'm one to stay in the shop and to play around with body and to make all these different pieces, but I gotta remember that air moving across nothing is better than a big fancy panel. So we're just looking at every avenue, and hopefully we don't overthink anything. And the more and more I think about it, it might have helped me out a little bit, because it kind of eased my I was all hyped up, going into the last 4 or 5 shows, knowing that it's a possibility that we can come out as the champions. And it kind of made me relax a little bit and sit back and say, okay, well, now it's a little farther away, so we're just going to touch all of our bases. We're going to be as simple as possible and not make any extravagant changes, and we're just going to stay out of trouble. And that's what we did, and it was unbelievable that we could come back from a 40-point deficit and do that. And I've had numerous people this weekend say, hey, if you're going to do it next year, try to do it so you don't have me on the edge of my seat so much. You were scaring me for a minute there, but it turned out pretty well, and it's really a great. It was cool to win my first one like that. I liked to battle, with Mike and the rest of the group, and this year it's going to be even tougher. So, like I said, that's why we have to step ahead and hopefully stay there. It comes up a lot in our shop. We want to win races. Yes, we do. But perfect season for me would be a top 5 every week. Last year we were pretty close. I mean, out of 12 shows, we finished in the top 5 8 times, and that would be great, because an average finish of 4th or better gives you pretty good odds of staying in the top 3 with the points championship. So looking forward to the road to the championship in 2013, though. Great strides the Speedway's made, and everybody involved, and really looking forward to it. I like that it gives people an opportunity that don't have the financial support to run a big super modified. And my goal, I live 2 hours away, and just traveling up and seeing the history throughout the Speedway. I always wanted to race the super modified, and this gives me the chance to race there and to make a name for myself and to learn, so that when I hopefully someday get the opportunity to move up, then I'll be a much more rounded driver at Oswego, and I'll be hopefully be able to add and help on working on them as well. So.